I prepped the garden. So what I did is I measured out where I want it tilled, and the tiller guy is coming tomorrow. And then I put some organic fertilizer down. I put some Epsom salts down from the magnesium. Remember the word I couldn't tell you? There it is, magnesium. And then I put a little bit of coffee, ground coffee, and I just threw it all over because that's good for acid in the soil. Not a lot, but a little bit. And then, well, the gourmet organic fertilizer had everything in it. It's got fish, kelp, seaweed. It's got all kinds of really, really good stuff in it. So I put that all down. That happened 2 days ago on, well, today's Saturday morning. So on Thursday evening is when I did all that, prep the garden. Oh, and then my star, the star on the garden is rabbit poop. It is the most purest, what do you call it? Not compost, purest manure you can add to a garden. You don't have to dilute it, which means you don't have to compost it. You can put it right in with the plants. It's so mild, but it's so good. It will make plants grow like crazy. And I got this really, really, really good deal. I got 5 bags for $10. I don't think the lady that sold it to me realized what she had, because I kept trying to get it from her and she kept saying, I just don't know, this stuff is just selling so fast. I just can't keep it in stock. I'm thinking, for $2 a bag, most people are selling it for 10. Oh man, so I took 5 full, I don't know, 50-pound bags, I guess. 25-pound, 50-pound bags, and I dumped them all over the ground. And they had some straw in them, rabbit poop. And then yesterday, the miracle happened. It rained, and it rained, and it poured, and it rained. So it rained all those nutrients right into the ground. And the guy's coming to till it tomorrow. That is so exciting. And then after he tills it, I'm going to lay down the weed barrier. So here we are. Here's the garden. You can see my white buckets are the edging. And you'll see they're a little further out than the middle of the garden where you see all the compost laying. Well, it's not compost, that's the rabbit poop laying all over that I'm going to get them to till in tomorrow. Because you need a barrier around the edge, like all this around the edge that's got nothing. It's going to be tilled because we want the weed barrier, the weeds to stay back from the garden. But how we do it is with, I know, regenerative farmers don't like this word, but I'm sorry. I'm 62 years old. I can't kill myself trying to look after this garden. So I'm doing it organically, but with one thing that isn't organic, and that's the plastic weed barrier. But you'll see why once I use it, especially. The younger ones, yeah, they can go for the mulch, the wood chips and mulch. That's really great. But us older ones just can't do the back-breaking weeding. It can't happen. So you're going to see, I'm going to lay it all out for you tomorrow, and I'll explain it, well, not tomorrow, but a couple days. And it'll be me, Walter, because I'll drive my car down with Walter, and he'll watch me do my gardening, because I brought him down here the other day when I did this, and he just thought he loved it, because there's lots of birds in the fields, and this is beautiful here. Oh, okay, now I want to show you okay, there's my composter. Doug picked that up for free, so it's already getting filled with compost, so we're going to add some dirt and some wood chips to it to keep it odorless, because we don't want any odor. And there's my water. Isn't that cool? Yeah, Doug filled that all up with water for me. Well, Doug and Angie, that was nice of them. So, now I just got to figure out how the hell to get the water on it. I have a feeling there's going to be some ciphering going on here, because I can't very well open that. Or, I don't know, is that locked on there? Maybe that cap comes off and we fit another cap on it. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? It'll be a little cap we can put there for the size of a hose, I guess. Maybe. They must have something like that. They must have. But I am going to cover this with black plastic. Actually, there's some plastic here. It's brown, so we'll probably go, I've got black in the car, but I got to cover it, because if I don't, it's going to go all, algae is going to get in it from the sun. And there's my ground cover weed barrier. It's woven. It's the woven weed barrier. I don't know if you can see that, but it's woven and it's plastic. And what we do is we lay it out and then we burn holes through it. So we burn them. We don't rip them or cut them because then it'll fray. So if you burn it, because it's plastic, it melts. And we just burn the holes where we're going to put the plants in. And then those are the only spots weeds will be able to come through. And the great thing about that weed barrier is that it lets the water through, but doesn't let the weeds through. And because it's black, it keeps the ground extremely cool in the summer from the hot sun. So you don't need as much water as you would if it wasn't there. And the same with wood chips. They require a lot of water because you got to soak them to keep the underground wet. So this is going to take less water and keep the ground cooler. That's one of the real benefits of it, of course, except for the weeds. Because I'm sorry, but I'm 62 years old. I'm going to grow this garden out, and I really want to show people how to do this. So, and if you're old and you still want to garden, you think you can't do it, well, watch this. Yeah, you can. Plants waiting to be planted. Yeah, blowing over in the wind. Tomatoes and whatnots. Put it that way, maybe. Lettuce. We're going to try this. That's celery. I've never done celery in my life, but we're going to try it. That's celery. These are cukes, baby cukes. Yeah, I'm fussy. I don't like big cucumbers. I like the little pickling cucumbers. And then we got lettuce and more lettuce. We got beets. I think. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, cabbage. I'm sorry. Red cabbage and green cabbage. Peppers. Tomatoes, lots of them. And over here we got parsley. Basil, parsley, oregano, and thyme. Whatever. But look at my little stand. Isn't that pretty, Sandra? So again, let's take a look at my garden out here. There it is, way, way, way back there. So in the early morning, I'll get up. Every morning, go down and water it for the hot of the day, or in the evening, whichever is best for my work schedule. My shoes are sitting out here because they got soaked. Look at my flowers, aren't they beautiful? They're all kind of blowing right now, but they're so pretty. It's nice when I come out here and sit, and this carpet keeps blowing over from the wind, but that's all right. It'll flatten itself out. So, here, my little green thumb thing, I'll stick that on there. Maybe that'll hold it. I don't know. Okay, so there, we've had our little walk. Oh, I don't need this thread.